Welcome to the hospital ball field. This matchup between the U13 St-Laurent Black Crush and the Warhawks is underway. 3 points separating these two teams. The Black Crush 8-7-1, the Warhawks 9-5-2. Warhawks currently in 4th place. A win tonight would guarantee them a top 4 position at the end of the season standings. This is the best ranking St-Laurent team, and that's drilled, and that'll get through to the outfield and make its way even further. Chazadak is on his horse. He's joined for second. There's a throw. Barnes with the catch. She'll throw it towards home. Tough play, and he's going to be thrown out. Good relay from center. Stacy to Barnes to Jordan Norton behind the plate for the first out. It's a triple. Very interesting decision to send Chazadakis there. So he's thrown out. And some early fireworks here, just 6 pitches into the game. By the way, that's Jada Norton on the mound, I believe. Casey Delabou, sorry, 28, making her first start of the season and throwing strike 1 down Broadway. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Zoe Bajos is in. Bajos and John Kahn as their strike 2 at the knees, 1 and 2. Leading this one off for the Noir, Crush Noir. Warhawks coming off a 15-5 win over the DDO Royals on Friday. And this is going to miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down here. There's a 2-2 from Casey. Foul back. That might have been ball 3, and we wouldn't have had a full loaded count here. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. 9 grand up for grabs in person tonight and every night. They're open for ticket sales 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check them out on the 138 right before the Mercy Bridge. We got a full count here on Bajos. 3-2. On the ground to first. Gabriel will pick it up and make the quick little jog over the first. And that is a 3 grounder. And that is the second out of the top of the first. And it will step John Kahn, number 20, the number 3 hitter. So Delabouste has gotten 2 up and 2 down, albeit a little unconventionally by giving up that triple. There's a check swing, and he held back. Ball 1. John Kahn. Catherine Ramos on deck, wearing number 4, hitting 4th tonight. Crush Noir 3 points back of the Warhawks. And that catches the inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Not only that, but the Blue Jays and the Braves are right behind the Warhawks too, nipping at their heels. A win tonight for the Warhawks would guarantee them a top 4 finish. That's fouled back. That's actually coming right at me. There's an up close and personal view for those of you at home. That's a strike on Kahn. It'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes, I believe. As Delabouste looks to get out of the top of the first here with no damage. The 1-2. Foul back. Ooh. That was close to an area you wouldn't want the foul ball to go, but second strike. So now just 1 strike away from Casey from getting out of this inning. Here's that pitch. The windup in the delivery. Misses away and low. This is Bobby's favorite count here. 2, 2, 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. And that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So the Warhawks get out of the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left on. Goose eggs throughout here in the first half of an inning complete. Warhawks coming up to bat. You're watching Warhawks baseball on Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the hospital ball field. Half of inning complete in this U13B matchup. The 9-5 and 2 Warhawks, 8-7 and 1 Crush Noir of St-Laurent. And there's pitch one in the dirt from tonight's starting pitcher for the Crush Noir, number 25, Lucas Chan. So Chan facing a lineup which will feature Delaboost, Cage McCumber, Jaden Norton to kick things off for the Warhawks. That's in there on the outside corner. Good pitch from Chan, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to start off the bottom of the first inning. Chan winds and delivers, and that'll miss ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. A win for the Warhawks tonight, and they would clinch 4th place in the league standings. A loss here would, well, make things a little more mad than they already are in terms of the league standings. The 2-1. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The DDO Braves and DDO Blue Jays each 2 points back of the Warhawks. All 3 teams have played the same amount of games. Warhawks have a date with the St-Laurent Green Crush on Thursday. Warhawks winning that first game 8-2. On the ground to first. Good snag at first base. And Gabriel Cristiano with the putout. It's just the 3 on the putout, and that is the first out of the inning. And here's Cage McCumber stepping in. Last time we seen Cage, he had 2 hits. And swings through strike 1, 0-1 the count on him. Had a couple of games this year where he didn't put up any hits, and then a couple of nights where he just came up huge. Hoping to find that middle ground as he takes ball 1 off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaden Norton on deck for the Hawks. And he swings through strike 2 here. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good looking pitch from Chan. Here's the pitch. And Cage crushes this one way into deep center. And that is going to get to the wall. Cage McCumber on his horse. Going for second. Home. Here's a throw to third. It gets away. And McCumber's on his horse. There's going to be a play at home. The throw. They got him.
Nice throw, Catherine.
Beautiful throw.
Nice out, Luca. Nice. Well done. Both teams did the same thing.
Is that the first time we've ever seen 2 throwouts at home in the same inning?
Yeah, really.
All right, so it's just a long triple and out. Good recovery at third base.
Yeah, it was not right. Yeah.
Ball actually got away from the third baseman, who came back and made a nice play to throw back to home, and it was a good strike right there. And the putout was applied. Here's Jaden Norton. Ball 2, and it's 2-0. Kahnawake Gabriel on deck for the Hawks. First game of this season between these 2 teams, won by the Hawks 15-5. And there's a quick 3 balls here on Jaden Norton. That was very early in the season. And that's a 4-pitch walk for Norton, and the Warhawks have a runner on. 2 outs. And here's Kahnawake Gabriel, the first baseman, stepping into bat. And the right fielders are being instructed to go, and there you see a ton of room in left field as the shift is on. So if he can get a hold of one off the edge of the bat, it could spell trouble. The outside edge, not the inside. Ball one, and they're not going to send Norton here. This is the first time we might have a steal in this game, as haven't had a base runner who was not thrown out going to home thus far. 2-0 on Gabriel. Jordan Norton on deck. And then it would be Cade Stacy following him. John winds. And now it's 3 balls, 0 strikes. I would not be surprised to see him get the green light here on 3-0. Sunny skies here at the hospital ball field. John winds. And that's fouled back. 3 balls and a strike. And that one's in the water. That's in the drink. Three balls and a strike on Gabriel. John's pitch. And Gabriel going for it, and foul tips this one back. It's a full count. John has recovered from being down 3-0 on the count, throwing 7 straight balls and now getting 2 straight strikes and being 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. The 3-2. And that's smoked! And he found a hole in the left field. Smoked off the outside edge of the bat, just where I said the shift had taken place. Norton being waved around, and Jada will score. It's 1-0, and we're going to have another plate at home, maybe! It's not going to be a play. It's an inside the park home run for Kahnawake Gabriel, and it is 2-0 Warhawks with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. So the first runs either way, and 2 have come up on the board for the Hawks. I forgot to mention I'm also tonight's official scorekeeper, so good on me for keeping track of this all the time. And here's Jordan Norton stepping in, the 5th batter to face Chon. 1-0. Jordan and then Cade Stacy on deck should Jordan get aboard here. 2-0 lead for the Warhawks. And Jordan just watches this one go away. 2-0. It's a 2-0. Jordan fouls this one off the edge of the bat. Looked like he wasn't sure about committing, and then when he finally kind of did, he just fouled it back. It's 2-1. Little indecisiveness, but he'll have another chance here with the count 2 balls and a strike. And he smokes this one up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Goes back, takes a couple of hops, knocked down in right. And they're going to throw back to first, but he's going to make a good base running decision here. Ball hits the bat behind the crush bench, and the dead ball, which will award Jordan 3rd. So ball was thrown away after Norton reached 2nd, so he was awarded 3rd. And that's where the play dies down. It's a triple for Norton. And Cade Stacy will step up the bat with 2 outs here, and his team up by 2. John winds. Ball 1 off the plate. Runner on 3rd. The Warhawks have put up 2 in the bottom of the first. Off of Lucas Chon, the starter for St-Laurent. Jordan Norton on 3rd. He is running on contact, the 1-0. Right down Broadway, and that's an even count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ethan Brascoop on deck for the Hawks. That's upstairs, and it's now 2-1.
You could do it, Lucas.
2 balls, 1 strike on Stacy. And once again, the outfielders for the Crush playing very deep. That's in there for strike 2 at the knees, and it's an even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
One more, Lucas.
The 2-2 to Stacy. And he hits this one up the middle, knocked down at second. Great play to throw to first in time. And that will do it for the Warhawks here in the bottom of the first. Good play at second by Bajos. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. The Warhawks up 2-0. Black Crush coming up the bat. You're watching Warhawks baseball on Baby Blue Memories. We welcome you back to the Hospital Ball Field, top of the second inning, here on the Monday night matchup brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. It's U13B baseball. The U13 Warhawks up 2-0 over the St-Laurent Crush Noir. Stepping at the bat is Catherine Ramos. Takes ball 1 from Casey Delabous to face the minimum 3 batters back in the first. Did give up a triple, though, to Chazadakis, Matthias Chazadakis, whose father coaches this team, John. On the ground, knocked down by Delabous at first, and Gabriel using all 5'7" of his length there to snag that catch, and it's 1 down. Makes sense to put the tallest guy at first sometimes, and that's one of those times where it makes sense. Out number 1. Here comes Luca Capozzo stepping at the bat for the Black Crush. The righty on righty matchup here. Ball 1 inside and upstairs. Chan on deck. So Luca and Lucas up the bat here. Back to back. So forgive me if I add an S on the next batter. Or actually on this batter. There you go. Fun starts already. 2-0 on Capozzo. One down here in the top of the second. The Warhawks leading by a score of 2-0. Rasundahawe Gabriel with a 2-run homer. And there's a swing at strike at something which might have been out a little off the plate and out of the strike zone.
Look, there's snakes.
Here's the pitch.
Look, I'm gonna eat one.
Hit well to shallow left. That's going to drop, and it is a base hit for the Crush. And for the first time tonight, the Crush Noir have themselves a base runner. Capozzo's at first, and here comes Lucas Chan, who represents what would be the game-tying run, stepping at the bat. 1 out. And now the shift being made. Outfielders have come in a little bit. Ball gets away, knocked down off the real way. The throw! Close, and a good snag at second by McCumber, but not able to make the tag, and that is the first steal of the night.
Ball 1 out.
Double play taken out, at least along the ground. And that missed, and they're not going to send him here. Jordan Norton with a cannon for an arm back behind the plate. Hit well to right. That's going to drop. Knocked down by Norton. A Crush runner will score, and Capozzo has put the Crush on the board. It's 2-1. That's an RBI single for Lucas Chan, and the lead is cut in half. It's now 2-1.
Nice hit, Lucas.
And with 1 down and a runner on, Mathieu Rossel will step into bat, wearing number 39. So that's one up on the board for the Crush Noir after going scoreless in the first. Fouled back, nothing in one the count. Stacy's in center, Norton in right, Brascoop in left. Fouled back, that's a strike two. Right, Brascoop at third, Lahash has moved to left, Barnes is at short. McCumber at second, Gabriel at first, Jordan Norton behind the plate. Casey Delaboost on the mound. Serving up an 0-2 count here in the pitch. On the ground to third, Brascoop has it get by. Takes a funny hop on him. They're going to send him. Lahash's throw. Out at third. Good throw by Rosanagete Lahash.
But then hesitate
And now,
to stay.
runner gets the second. It's a double for Roussel. But now there's two down, and Cristiano will step in to bat for the Crush.
Got a nice one on two. Come on, Gabriel. Gotta bring him home.
So the game tying run now on second. Once again, this time there's two outs and a different runner at second. Strike one in there at the shoulder, at the elbows, nothing in one. Roussel's at second. The 0-1. Inside. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Seen a couple of different pitchers being thrown into the mix for the Warhawks over the last couple of days. Lily Barnes making her pitching debut last Thursday. And Delaboost misses here, 2 balls and a strike, having thrown just 3 innings over the course of the season coming into tonight. Here's the 2-1. Upstairs. 3 balls and a strike.
Wait for your ball.
Alexei Levac on deck to bat for the Black Crush. And that'll miss upstairs, and that's ball 4. And Cristiano's aboard, and in steps Levac. Just found out that the St-Laurent's baseball organization will send all 3 of their U13B teams to the regionals. You know, the Warhawks will be going as well,
Come on, Alexei.
as will the West Island Red Sox, who are currently in a 3-way tie atop the league standings. Ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. So runners on first and second, so the play's at any base right now, as the coach would say. Not any bag, as the bases are not loaded. 2 down. That gets away, and now the runners are going. Norton throws down to third baseline. And it gets behind the runner. And each runner jumps up 78 feet. And now the play's at first, so that force at any bag is thrown out of the way, even though you should expect the runners to advance here on anything that's hit, with it being 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed.
Good try, Alexei.
Good swing, Alexei. Good swing.
1 ball, 1 strike. J.D. Corriette on deck to bat for the Crush. 2-1 lead for the Hawks. 2 down, 2 runners on. That's strike 2. Good looking pitch there. 2-2 count here.
Come on.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Delaboost. Checking in. The pitch. That's strike 3.
It was nice. It was okay.
And that is the second strikeout of the day for Casey Delaboost. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on. It's 2-1 Warhawks heading into the bottom of the second. You're watching Baby Blue Memories.
Come on, Lucas.
Welcome back to the Hospital Ball Field. Bottom of the second inning. It's 2-1 Kahnawake Warhawks. The Hawks coming up to bat. Brascoop, Barnes, and Lahash, the three due up for Kahnawake, the bottom of the lineup. Lucas Chon in his second inning of work misses low for ball one. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Some big throwouts thus far tonight. A runner thrown out at third, two runners thrown out at home. Currently 2 balls, 0 strikes on Brascoop.
Come on, Lucas.
Warhawks leading this one by a score of 2-1. It's 2-0 on Ethan Brascoop, the leadoff hitter for this inning against Lucas Chon. Off the plate, now it's 3-0. Warhawks will be on the road at St-Laurent, the Green Crush, on Thursday, and that's how their season will wrap up. A win tonight would get them to double digits in victories on the season after going 9-6-1 last year at this level. Brascoop hit swings at the 3-0, and it'll get through to the outfield. Brascoop takes his turn, and he's going to get back. It is a leadoff single for Ethan Brascoop, and that's how the bottom of the second starts for the Warhawks. And now Lily Barnes will step into bat, 26. Coming off a 1-for-3 night on last Monday in that victory over the DDO Braves. Chon winds up in the dirt. Warhawks have not attempted a steal tonight. Capozzo's arm behind the plate has not been tested yet. The 1-0. Forces Barnes off the plate. 2-0. On Barnes. Barnes swings through that one. It's 2-1. The ball gets away though, and Brascoop is in standing up at second base. Stolen base for Brascoop. 2 balls, 1 strike, and here is the 2-1 pitch coming up. Plays at first, they say. Chon misses. Brascoop will go back to second. But also going to get the Lahash on deck to bat, and then the top of the lineup due up afterwards. That's a dead ball because Barnes walks. So it's a walk to Barnes, 2 runners on for the Warhawks, and in steps Rosana Negete Lahash.
We gotta get them out, guys.
Lead 2 runners on in this inning. Ball 1 gets away, and Brascoop's on his horse. He's going to third to throw down the line. And now runners are on the corners as Brascoop gets his second steal of the inning. Barnes did not advance, so the double play would still be in effect here. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. I'd be interested to see if Connor Stacy's censored now with the runners on the corners and nobody out. Very often you don't see with the second runner being that high of a priority. Ball 3.
Come on, Lucas.
Casey Delaboost on deck. She's 0 for 1, grounding out back in the first. Here's the pitch. Outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Lahash to load the bases. And here's Cage McCumber, Casey Delaboost. Cage is on deck now. Delaboost grounded out back in the first. So we'll see what happens here. A ground ball might be just what the doctor ordered for the Crush Noir. That has got to feel like just what the doctor ordered for Chan as she throws strike one right down Broadway, nothing in one. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here at the U13B level, there's no stealing home. At the A level, though, there is. That ball gets away, and now it's 2-1. So the steals, as you heard the first baseman, Cristiano, say, are off. 2 balls and a strike here. Upstairs, and now it's 3-1. Cage McCumber on deck for the Hawks.
You could do this.
No runs in for the Hawks so far in this bottom of the second inning, but the bases are loaded with the first 3 having reached. 3-1. Off the plate, and that'll force in a run. It's an RBI, base on balls for Casey Delabuse, and now it's 3-1, and Cage McCumber will step in, and the Crush will speak things out on the mound. This upcoming Friday, the U13B Warhawks will be in action. Be our final Sunnyside game of the week for the regular season. Some exciting news for U15B A's moving back down to B after getting a good experience at the A level. U18s, the A team, getting promoted during the course of the year, being demoted back down to B for the regional. So good practice for them going into the regional runs. This B Warhawks team hoping to get their 10th win of the season. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cage McCumber. No outs. Jada Norton on deck. She's walked and scored. On the ground, foul, and now it's 2 strikes on Cage. McCumber 1 for 1. He tripled and was thrown out trying to get to home back in the first. One run in for the Hawks here in this inning. Chan pitches. The windup in the delivery. Low. Even count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Three-1 more Hawks. 1 run in for Kahnawake in this bottom of the second inning. Chan's pitch. Gets away, and now it's a full count. Jada Norton, and then Rasundahawe Gabriel coming up. Jada's on deck. The full count pitch coming up. The Cage. McCumber. The delivery and the pitch. That's strike 3. It finds its way in there, and that is huge.
Good call,
And that's 1 down, and in steps Jada Norton. And the ball's a little like close like that on 2 strikes, you gotta swing. That's what I was told. But there's still 1 out and plenty of opportunity for the Warhawks to try and add to this 2-run lead. And that's smoked, and that'll find its way to the outfield. 1 runs in. Barnes has scored. Lahash coming around. He will score. And Norton trapped. Oh, and the runner's on their way. 3-run score for the Warhawks. It's a 3-run single.
Oh my God.
That's 4 runs now for the Warhawks this inning. That is the rarely seen 3-run single. And now it's 6-1 Kahnawake. The steals are off. No steals because it's a 5-run gap. So Delabuse, Barnes, and Lahash all scored, and here is Gabriel. Staggering at strike one at the knees. Good looking pitch by Chon. So what would be the fifth run is on first. 6-1 Warhawks leading. Here's the pitch. Gabriel hits this one high in the air to deep center. It's caught. And that is the second out of the inning.
Nice catch, Marcus.
Very nice catch. Catch at his father. Only a dad.
John Chatzadakis with words for son Matthias making the catch at center, but it's a second out. And here's Jordan Norton stepping into bat. Norton has a triple thus far. Takes ball one ball, no strikes. No steals for the Warhawks because it's a 5-run deficit, so, or a 5-run lead for them.
Don't worry. There's a differential.
Warhawks 6, Crush 1. Cade Stacy on deck for Kahnawake. And here's the 2-0 pitch to Jordan Norton coming up. And Jordan goes fishing upstairs, 2-1. Norton facing a 2-1 pitch here. Facing now 3 balls and a strike with Cade Stacy on deck. And Jordan swings at strike 2. It's a full count. And now it's a 3-2 count with 2 down after Gabriel flew out to deep right center. The 3-2. And that's hit on the ground, and that'll make its way to the outfield. And Jada Norton will be waved around to third. There's the throw from Bajos.
Keep it.
And now the runner's on their way home. The throw to home. Got her. That's the third out.
He hurt her breasts, but you know.
Warhawks going for a 5th run of the inning. They get thrown out. Kahnawake 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 left on. It's 6-1 Kahnawake after 2. They're coming back to the top of the third. You're watching Warhawks baseball on Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the hospital ball field. 2 innings in the books, and our score is 6-1 Kahnawake over the St-Laurent Crush Noir. New pitcher in the game for the Warhawks, Cade Stacy, after Casey Delabouche went 2 strong innings. A win for the Hawks tonight would mean that they would get to double-digit victories on the season, currently 9-5-2, but it is an absolute scramble in those other positions right now. 1, 2, 3 all tied, and then the Warhawks in 4th, 3 points ahead of the Crush Noir. But a win tonight would clinch 4th position for the Hawks. Here's the pitch from Cade Stacy. Off the plate, 2 balls on J.D. Coriat, who is the final hitter in the lineup for the Crush. And then we're going back to the top with Chatzadakis and Bajos. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 2 balls and a strike on Coriat. That's upstairs. Now it's a 3-1 count. Here's a 3-1. That's ball 4, a little high and off the plate, and the leadoff walk for Coriat here in the top of the third.
Come on, Marco, bring him home.
You're watching Warhawks Baseball on Baby Blue Memories. Please click that subscribe bell in the corner. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We have enough views and we have enough watch time to potentially get closer to not having to charge anything to film these games. Here's the 0-1. And that's quickly an 0-2 count as Cade Stacy has thrown sweet heat on Chatsidakis. Cade's 0-2. In the air.
Run, Michael, run.
That's caught at third. Senegete Lahash makes the catch in foul territory. That is out number 1, and in will step Bajos.
Zoe.
So here's Bajos with the runner on first. Ball gets away, comes right back off the backstop to Norton. And Coriat decides not to go for it. They know Joran's got a strong arm back there. The 1-0. 2-0.
Ethan, you're backing up and throw at second on a steal.
(6-1) Warhawks here in the top of the third, but St. Laurent's got a runner on. 3-0. Now the count. 1 out. Warhawks have a good mix of pitchers here. They have Jada, who throws a lot of off-speed pitches. And this one's smoked on the ground a second. Bascu knocks it down, and there will be no play. Lahash knocked it down. Not able to make the play, and the runners advance. But as I was saying, Norton comes in and throws a lot of off-speed pitches. Lahash is more like a methodical pitcher as well. And you have Lahash come in and just throw straight up heat. Ooh! And that forces Jean Kahn off the plate. Want to know? He's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout back in the first. 2 runners on with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Warhawks 6, Black Crush 1. On the ball, that's fair! Down the right field line. That was roped.
Stay there, stay. Yes.
And Bajos is going to be kept at second. The Crush have scored a run. It's 6-2.
Good hit, John.
And it is an RBI double for John Kahn. Coriat scores 6-2. And here's Catherine Ramos, who grounded out back in the first, or the second, sorry.
Go, Catherine.
Swings through strike 1, 0-1. And now the play's at first because the force is not an option because it was a double. 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Jackson Norton, another pitcher, another guy that could pitch. Won't be back until the regionals. On the ground to first, Gabriel makes the play. He'll step on first, 2nd out, and the runners don't advance. So a huge play for the Warhawks. And here's Luca Capozzo, 1 for 1 with a stolen base, a single, and a run scored. That's the 2nd out of the inning, and in will step Capozzo. That was hit well, that was hit hard, but right to Gabriel over at first. 1 ball. Cage McCumber, another guy can throw a lot of heat. Another pitcher. Want to know the count here. On the ground to third. Lahash makes the play. They're going to have to throw home. There's no force, and the run scores. Bajo's in there. And now they're going to throw to third. He's safe, though. He beat it out. And that'll score a run. 6-3.
Go, Luca.
Luca Capozzo with the single, and here's Lucas Chan, who was thrown out trying to stretch a double into a triple, so 1 for 1 on the night. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Top of the third. Chan steers that ball 1 outside. Chan and then Mathieu Roussel into bat. And Chan a little behind this one, it's 1-1. Kind of caught in between just letting it go and swinging. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Stacy. Hit on the ground to second. That's fielded well. And that will do it. Good play at second by Cage McCumber. Run does not count. St-Laurent scores 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on. 6-3 Warhawks heading into the bottom of the third. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the Hospital Ball Field. 2.5 innings complete in this U13B matchup. The Warhawks of Kahnawake leading the St-Laurent Crush Noir by a score of 6-3. New pitcher of the game for the Crush, Zoe Bajos, has come in. She'll face a lineup which features Stacy, Brascoop, Barnes. So here's Kate Stacy, 0 for 1 on the night, grounded out back in the second inning. Or sorry, grounded out to end the first. And that's what you call heat, right down Broadway, 0-1.
Nice.
Good looking pitch by Bajos. Dialed back and quickly 0-2.
Nice, Zoe.
Don't forget this upcoming Friday, the Warhawks U13B in action. They will be taking on Dollar Desormo. The Dodgers will have that for you Friday night. And then it's all about the regionals. 1 and 2 the count on Stacy.
Play by play.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Banked it to opposite field. That's going to drop. That'll be a base hit. And Cade being waved to second. There's a throw into first base. The runner's on his horse going to third. And Cade Stacy has himself a leadoff triple off the opposite field hit. More often than not, that'll be the problem. So whenever there's a ball hit off the edge of the bat, it really kind of throws everything into it really throws conventional baseball into the trash can, because the ball is hit off the edge of the bat. It goes the complete opposite way. It drops right in between where, I guess in this situation, first and right or third and left, depending on where it's hit. Kate Stacy gets aboard, coming back from being down 0-2 in the count. And here's Ethan Brascoop stepping in. He's 1 for 1 on the night. And he hits this one on the infield. That's going to be caught. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Very nice, Marco.
And here's Lily Barnes with an RBI opportunity. She walked and scored back in the second. So no official at-bats. Girl-on-girl showdown here. Runner on third, 1 out. Ball 1 upstairs and outside. Rosenegete Lahash on deck. He's walked and scored. Staring at strike 1 down Broadway. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1-1.
Nice, Zoe.
Lily has to dodge this one. 2 balls and a strike. Doing a little bit of a limbo. Get out of the way of that one. Or I believe it's called the Matrix now. That's the modern day generation. High, and now it's 3 balls and a strike on Barnes with Lahash on deck. 6-3 Warhawks, runner on third for Kahnawake, 1 out. Upstairs, and Lily's given a free pass. And now runners are on the corners, and in comes Rosanagete Lahash. He walked and scored back in the first. I would not... Remember, it's a 3-run gap, so I would not be surprised if maybe they try to send Barnes to second here on a steal. And Lahash misses this one, 0-1. He's walked and scored.
Nice, Zoe. Another one.
6-3 Kahnawake leading. Ball 1 on the outside. Good eye by Lahash. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lahash fouls this one off, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Casey Delaboost on deck. Battle's trying to get a very crucial second out here. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lahash. The 1-2 pitch. It's upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball gets away. Barnes is going. The throw to second, not in time. And now that'll take the double play along the ground out. It's a 6-3 game here for the Warhawks. Good steal by Barnes. That's ball 4. And the bases are now loaded. And a fork in the road opportunity for the Warhawks as Casey Delaboost is up with the bases loaded and 1 out. Her team up 3. No runs have come in yet in this inning. She's 0 for 1, grounded out, walked, and scored. Takes ball 1 here. And she has an RBI, which was actually a walk, which forced in a run. Still counts as an RBI. Bajos' pitch. 2-0. Lahash looking at stealing, but you can't go anywhere because Kate Stacy over at third can't go anywhere, meaning Lily Barnes at second can't go anywhere.
You could do it, Zoe.
Here's a 2-0. Strike 1. And that's got to feel good for Bajos' confidence. It's 2-1. Cage McCumber on deck. On the ground to second. Knocked down. They're going to get the out at first. And that'll force in a run. 2 outs, and it is a sack.
Good play, good play.
For Casey Delaboost. So a run scores. 7-3. There's 2 down. And here comes Cage McCumber, 1 for 2 with a triple and a strikeout.
Remember, 2 outs, play first.
1 run in. 7-3 lead. Ooh, Cage swinging at some high stuff. Nothing in 1. If you made contact with that one, though, that was going to the hospital. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's strike 2.
Nice, Zoe. One more.
And Bajo is ahead in the count, 0-2. 7-3 Warhawks. But only 1 run in this inning. And Cage ducks out of the way. 1-2. Barnes on third. Lahash on second. First base is open. Jada Norton on deck. Outside. Good eye. Good eye. And some nervous moments there on the Warhawks bench to make it an even count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Bajos is 2-2. And that's swung on and missed for strike 3.
Well done.
And that'll do it for the bottom of the third. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. 2 left on. It's 7-3 Warhawks at the end of 3. We're coming back with the top of the 4th. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. We're back at the hospital ball field. Monday night matchup brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo here on Baby Blue Memories. It's the U13B action. Warhawks 7, St-Laurent Crush Noir 3. Cade Stacy in for his second inning of work, and he's facing a lineup which features Roussel, Cristiano, and Lavac. And Roussel has a double in this game, fouling the first pitch off and now taking a ball here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's you.
Cristiano and Lavac coming up. That's off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Cade Stacy winds up and delivers. 3 balls, 1 strike. On the ground to first, Gabriel will scoop this one up and make the little trot to first for the putout. So the putout is 3 unassisted, 1 down here in the top of the 4th. And here's Gabriel Cristiano, who walked back in the 2nd. No official at-bats. 7-3 Warhawks leading. There's a check swing. He did not go around. Said he held up, so 1 ball. Not holding up here, though, but not being able to make contact. It's even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cade Stacy's 1-1. That's strike 2. Oh, that's strike 3, sorry. They called the first pitch a strike. That's strike 3. I thought he held up on the first pitch. Bobby didn't make any obvious calls. So anyway, that's strike 3, 2 down, and here comes Alexi Lavac. He struck out back in the 2nd.
Let's go, Alexi.
Oh, 2 quick outs. Strike 1. This inning has lasted all of 2 minutes. Ball 1. I like the strategy by the Crush here, especially after that long 10-minute inning. They only surrendered 1 run, by the way. But still, Cade Stacy has gotten a quick jump. That one just inside. He's putting him in a position, the Crush batters in a tough position, albeit not that time. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. J.D. Coriat is on deck. The last inning, the Crush sent 7 batters to face Cade, who seems to have found his groove a little here. Although he does walk Lavac here. So Lavac takes his base, and now here is J.D. Coriat.
Second our first, guys. Let's go.
Strike 1, 0-1. Catches the inside corner. Katzidakis on deck. Hit on the rope, foul.
Foul, foul.
Just a long strike.
Gassi.
It's okay, you did well.
Oh, Corriette did a good job there, just putting that one right in between third and left field. It's exactly where you want to put it, just a little bit more into fair territory. And that is strike 3, and that'll do it for the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. It's 7-3 Warhawks heading into the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Warhawks baseball on Baby Blue Memories. We're back with the bottom of the 4th inning. Zoe Bauhaus in to take on her 2nd inning of work after a solid first inning, giving up just 1 run. It's a 7-3 lead for the Warhawks, and she will face the heart of the Kahnawake lineup. 3-4-5. Jada Norton, Rustin Dahaway, Gabriel, Joran Norton due up for the Warhawks. Jada's 1 for 1 with a walk and his run scored. And there's ball 1. And as we've mentioned several times tonight, a win would clinch Kahnawake a top 4 finish in the league standings. Ball 2 off the plate, but that loss to Lakeshore Blue last week basically eliminated them from getting a chance at first place. They would be 3 points back right now of the 3 teams tied for first. So obviously they would need to win out and hope, but that's not going to be an issue here, as it's quickly 3-0 on Norton. And then, of course, Thursday, this Warhawks team back in action against the Green Crush of St-Laurent. That's inside, and it's a 4-pitch free pass to Jada Norton. And here's Rustin Dahaway Gabriel, 1 for 2 with a home run and then a fly out. And I would imagine that the outfielders would back up a little bit here. Well, we've seen what happened back in the first when he was able to really pinpoint that pitch and hit it on a line, the opposite field line. Takes ball 1, and Norton hesitated for a moment. Now she's going to go for it. It's a stolen base. Don't forget, it's a 4-run game right now, so stealing is allowed for the Hawks until they get one. It's 7-3. So now the force is taken out. Off the plate. 7-3 Warhawks leading. So Gabriel getting set here. And now it's quickly 3-0. Joran Norton on deck.
Come on, Zoe, you can do it. Take your time.
Bauhaus sets. And Gabriel smokes this one down the line, and that'll make its way to the wall and beyond, maybe beyond. I think it just gets to the wall. Gabriel being waved around second. By the way, a 1-run has scored. And Rustin Dahaway Gabriel on his horse, and he will score his 2nd home run of the evening. Got the green light on 3-0 and delivers. 9-3 Warhawks with the lead. And that is 2 runs now in the inning for the Warhawks. 9-3 Kahnawake. Now Joran Norton steps into bat. Joran 2 for 2 on the night. He has tripled and he has singled. Ooh, he looked like he was trying to do the same thing. Nothing in 1. Good pitch from Bauhaus, who's been strong on the mound for the Crush tonight. They will be playing against, I believe, the Blue Crush in their season finale. Crush 8-7-1 coming in. The Warhawks 9-5-2. Hit on the ground, foul. And the first head-to-head meeting went the way of Kahnawake. That was in St-Laurent, 15-5.
Come on, Zoe.
2 strikes on Jordan. The pitch. Norton on the ground. Weak roller, gets to second. Jordan is going to beat this one out. Oh, he ran in. Did he? Oh, he's allowed to do that. Well, Jordan, I don't think he actually did got tagged. He might be playing the wrong sport. Give him the football and see what he does there with that juke move. Jordan 3 for 3 on the night. And here's Cade Stacy. He's 1 for 2 with a home run, or sorry, a triple and a run scored. 2 runs in for Kahnawake. Upstairs. By the way, it's a 6-run game, so no steals for Kahnawake.
Take your time, Zoe.
2 balls. Ethan Brascoop on deck. He's 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a line out. That's in there. Good looking pitch. 2-1.
Pitch, Zoe.
Bottom of the 4th, 9-3 Kahnawake leading. Here's a pitch. On the ground to second. That'll make its way to the outfield. Knocked down in right, but the ball gets away to center. Jordan Norton will score. Cade Stacy being waved to third.
Pitcher.
And he has to stay at third, though. They run it in. It's an RBI triple. And that has scored a third Warhawks run. Warhawks on top by a score of 10-3. Cade Stacy is on third. 3 runs are in for Kahnawake, and this would be what represents run number 5 of the inning. Ethan Brascoop. 2-0 on Ethan. Willie Barnes on deck. 10-3 Warhawks. And Brascoop swings and fouls this one off. Zoe Bajo's in here. It's her second inning of work. Gave up 1 in her first inning. Brascoop is 1 for 2 tonight. Takes the ball. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Lily Barnes is mentioned on deck. Cade Stacy over at third. And Brascoop hits this one at the shallow left. That gets away and will drop into left field. Brascoop makes the turnaround first, and that will score a run. Tough play for the shortstop to make. And it is an RBI single for Ethan Brascoop, and that's run number 4. And it's now 11-3 Kahnawake, and we'll have a timeout being called by the Crush Noir. Warhawks' final game of the season will be Thursday against the St-Laurent Crush Vert. Of course, Kahnawake winning that head-to-head matchup earlier this year, 8-2. Been a real interesting kind of year for the Warhawks. Remember, they beat the Crush Vert 8-2. They beat the Crush Noir 15-5. But the Crush Blue, who are actually in last place amongst all the teams, the Warhawks won that game 8-7. throwing a runner out at home to end the game. And the Crush Fair beat that Crush Blue team 15-0 earlier this year. Really a weird thing. Like, nothing's a given as Barnes fouls this one back, 0-1. 4 runs in for the Warhawks. 11-3 lead, so no steals. Nobody is out. Lily Barnes is at the deck. Inside ball 1, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Barnes swung on and missed. It's 1-2.
One more, Zoe, come on.
Bajos taking on Barnes. Lily is no official at-bats, has walked twice. Upstairs.
Come on, Zoe.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can do this.
Listen to get De La Hache on deck for the Hawks. Ball 3. And now it's a full count on Lily. La Hache on deck, and then Casey Delaboost would come up afterwards. That's in there.
Nice.
And that is the first out of the inning. And here's Rosanagete La Hache. No official at-bats, has walked twice.
Go, Zoe, one more.
La Hache fouls this one off, 0-1.
Nice, Zoe.
It's 11-3 Warhawks. 4 runs are in this inning for Kahnawake. There's 1 out. Ethan Brascoop is on first. And here's the pitch to La Hache. Upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike, and a 1.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. 4 runs in for the Warhawks. Looking at the Crush in the top of the 5th. Top of the lineup duo. Chatsadakis, Bajos, and Khan. Off the plate. And there's a throw to first because Brasco keeps coming off the bank. I'm happy he didn't go back to first because he probably would have gotten plunked by the ball. You can pick off a runner even if he can't steal. If that came close to his head, that could have been the ultimate wake-up call as La Hache swings through this one. It's 2-2.
Come on, Zoe, you got this.
Good cut by La Hache, the 2-2 pitch. That's strike 3, and they're 2 down.
Go, Zoe, one more.
And here's Casey Delaboost. She is 0 for 2 with an RBI, a run scored on a walk. 4 runs in for the Warhawks, but there are 2 down. So Bajos, after giving up 4 with no outs, has struck out each of the last 2 batters she has faced. And there's strike 1.
Nice, Zoe.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Warhawks 11, Crush 3. There's a strike. And at the time, 8:25. Here's the pitch. On the ground to first. This is gonna do it. We might get a full 6 in here. We'll have to wait and see. Top of the 5th coming. Warhawks score 4 runs, and they leave a runner on. 11-3 Kahnawake after 4. You're watching Baby Blue Memories.
on, Marco.
Welcome to the top of the fifth. This is the open inning. It's been declared, so the Crush Noir down by a score of 11-3, hoping to get back here. There's a foul tip, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chatsadakis batting, Bajos and Kahn. The 3 up for the Crush, the 1-1. Just outside, 2 balls and a strike.
Good eye.
Warhawks will be in action Thursday, as we mentioned, against St-Laurent Noir. Ooh, and there's a way to earn your way to the bag as Chatsadakis gets plunked. First hit batsman of the evening, and it sets up Zoe Bajos.
Come on, Zoe.
Well, this hospital ball field has been a place where we've seen a lot of crazy things happen. This U13 Warhawks team came back from being down 15-9 in open innings to tie Lakeshore. Strike 1, runners going. And it's a steal. Chatsadakis
Nice run.
gets the steal. There's the ball. And don't forget the Youth 11A Warhawks coming back down 15-8 in open innings to win here 16-15 against Toulon. So it's never over with that open inning. Runner going to third. Here's the throw. Gets away.
Good steal.
It's 2-1, and Chatsadakis has himself his second steal of the evening. And we'll have a timeout. Hopefully, we'll have coverage for you Thursday when this U13B Warhawks visits St-Laurent Noir. But our Sunnyside game of the week coming up on Friday, the U11B Warhawks playing host to DDO. Warhawks, that U11B team, their 9-game winning streak coming to an end with a 5-4 road loss on Saturday. They had extended it 2-5 with a 2-9 with a 5-4 home win against Lachine. Third place in the league standings there. Runner on third. 2-1 on Bajos. 2-1. Runner on third. Strike 2. And now it's an even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here, runner on third for the Crush. Misses the inside corner, 3 balls, 2 strikes. We've got a full count. And that ball gets away, and now runners are on the corners for the Crush. And here's John Kahn, 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. He's also struck out. Two runners on. I would highly expect to see Bajos get the green light to go to second here. Inside, ball 1. Two and 0.
Nice.
This is Cade's third inning of work tonight.
Are you looking at the plate? Don't have your back to the plate.
Now it's 3-0. So Kahn ahead in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. That's in there for strike 1. Ball drop. Bajos given the green light. And it gets into the outfield, but good backup in center. So it's a stolen base and a first strike on Kahn. Here's a 3-1 to John Kahn. Ball 4, and now the bases are loaded for the Crush. So a hit batsman and 2 walks for the Crush Noir to start this inning. And now it's any bag. Strike 1 to Catherine Ramos, 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts, which might be enough to force a run in here. 1-1. 11-3 Warhawks, but the bases are loaded and nobody is out. Strike 2, and it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's okay, Catherine, you got this.
Luca Capozzo on deck. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye by Ramos. Even count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is strike 3, and that is the first out of the inning.
Come on, Luca.
And here's Capozzo, 2 for 2. Has singled and scored a run, has also stolen 2 bags. 11-3, 1 down, and the bases remain loaded here. Hit well to shallow center. It drops. There's going to be a play at second. They're going to throw him out at second, and a run scores. There's 2 outs.
Nice, Luca.
Hit Luca.
Fielder's choice, run scores, 11-4, 2 outs, and Lucas Chan
Look at that fucking spill out.
is coming up to bat here.
Look at, it can spill out.
And we can hear in the background a passionate Warhawks fan, also passionate about ships and boats,
Yeah.
which is passing by here in the background. On the ground to third, and he gets through, and the game will continue. And now,
No, go back.
it's 11-5. And here's Mathieu Dussel with 2 down. 11-5 score, 2 runners on. Well, Jordan Norton has a good arm back there. I'm not sure if the Crush would try to test his arm here with 2 down. And the runner, the nearest stolen base opportunity down the line at third. 11-5, here's the pitch. Foul back. Roussel tonight, 1 for 2 with a double and a ground out. Gabriel Cristiano on deck. 1 out away, separating the Warhawks from win number 10. And now it's 2-1. 2-1. That's outside, and now it's 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Inside, and now the bases are loaded.
Who's up?
Bases loaded, buddy. Come on, Gabby.
Come on, Gabby. Gotta shine.
You ready?
And here's Gabriel Cristiano. 11-5 Warhawks, 2 outs, and the bases loaded. Strike 1. At the knees on the outside corner, but not handled by the catcher. Nothing in 1. Cade Stacy. Now it's an even count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 11-5 lead for the Warhawks.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Kahnawake trying to hang on. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike.
Good eye, good eye. Come on, you gotta hit it.
Alexi Levesque on deck for the Crush Noir. On the ground to short, and it'll get through to the outfield. 1 run scores, a 2nd run is in, and a 3rd run is being waved. They throw it home, and now a runner has an opportunity. They score, and it is an inside the park home run. Cristiano hits the homer, and that is a grand salami. It's now 11-9.
2 points, guys, 2 points.
And suddenly,
Come on, nice
an
Gabby.
8-run lead has evaporated to 2. And here's Alexi Levesque.
Come on, Alexi.
The Crush Noir hanging around.
Go, Alexi.
And that's ball 1.
Go, Alexi. Let's go, Alexi.
Go, Alexi.
That's strike 1. It's 1-1.
Let's go, Alexi.
Levesque 0 for 1 has walked and struck out.
Let's go, Alexi.
Upstairs. 2-1. Warhawks just seem a little out of sync right now. It seemed like they had their mind set on winning the game. You could see it in some of the ways they're reacting. They're throwing the ball here. You got to play with the same kind of intensity throughout. And look, give credit to the Crush. They've come back here, and now look, it's 3-1. If there's a walk here, what would be the game-tying run would be coming up to bat. 3-1 here. The pitch. Foul back, and now it's a full count.
Come on, Alexi.
Warhawks 11, Crush Noir 9. Here's the pitch.
That's it.
Good eye, good
And
eye.
that is ball 4, I think. And that is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that is going to do it. The Warhawks get to win number 10 on the season, 11-9. But the Crush Noir did not make it easy as St-Laurent scores 6 in a row to end the game. But the Warhawks, a little too much tonight. They take this one by a final score of 11-9. Kahnawake line now 10 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties. The Crush Noir 8 wins, 8 losses, and 1 tie. Our next broadcast will be Thursday when the Warhawks take on the St-Laurent Crush VAR in the regular season finale. I'm Brandon Bordeaux for Baby Blue Memories. Take care of yourselves. Have a great night. On a Wave.